Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane and today we'll be having a look at Convex Finance. Before we continue with this video, allow me to declare this video is not financial advice, it's strictly for educational purposes. Convex Finance, or CVX, it's an incentive DeFi protocol that is built on top of an exchange, Curve Finance. At its core, Convex rewards Curve liquidity providers and CRV stakers with additional DeFi yield. The aggressive push by Convex to lock up as much Curve liquidity as possible has thrown the protocol into DeFi war with Yearn Finance. Now both projects need all the CRV tokens they can get to keep increasing the interest rate for the Curve LPs. Curve Finance is now the world's largest decentralized exchange by total value locked at 8.7 billion. So any DeFi protocol absorbing that liquidity into its own protocol will be enormous by default, which is why Yearn and Convex are battling out. Now today we'll go through a price analysis and price prediction. The price is currently $29. Now for the past 7 days it was on a road to recovery from $20 to as high as $32 US. But lately, as you can see, it's been sort of on a correction, but it's not a heavy correction and hasn't been hit heavily. So I'd say that's relatively a good thing. That's actually still a good thing. Let's not forget that Convex Finance was as low as $15 at some points. So that's a really strong resistance for this month, for the month of March. Obviously, we're heading into a new month. New things are to come. But previously, you go back 3 months ago, this crypto was as high as $59 US. So do not underestimate Convex Finance, not at all. And you go back 1 year ago, it was $6.02. And some points it was as low as $2.13. So once again, do not underestimate this crypto. It stands with a 55.7 million coins in circulation and a 100 million coins in max supply. This puts the market cap at 1.6 billion. It puts the 24 hours trading period at almost at 26 million. Now this ranks it at 69 in the world of all crypto. It's in the top 100, so it's nothing to be laughed at. You got to take Convex quite serious, especially what they're doing in their ecosystem. And this is what we're going to try to understand. So you can earn CRV with a better boost. That's something that they offer, liquidity providers. Being able to put your tokens to work and stake your tokens is something you can do on their blockchain. And obviously part of staking is earning money back. So stake your tokens and rewards. So stake your CVX rewards back into the platform and earn platform fees. So the rewards you get from staking, you can also put that money back into the ecosystem. It's quite fantastic. It's not too bad. So how does it work? They put you through all of that. They give you all the information you need. That's all on their website. Now, what I'm trying to understand is what some of the latest activities that's been going on in their ecosystem. So if you go to their blog, this is what we get. Some of the latest reports were from March the 4th. Vote lock CVX contract migration. So not to worry, we will be having a look at that today. We'll be analyzing it and going through it in full. And like I said previously, we will be doing a full price analysis. We understand where the strong resistance is, and we understand where it's been 3 months ago. And we understand where it is right now. It's roughly about half the price it was 3 months ago. So understand this, once we go to trading view, we see that there was a huge hit within the price. There's a great dip in price, and this is what we're trying to understand. So it's on the road to recovery. That's great. But where did this come from? Did it just literally come out of nowhere? So we must understand that. Why is this recovery happening right now? Is it just perfect timing? I don't have much data to go on, but is it just perfect timing? Is it something to do with the ecosystem? Or have people just realized all out of nowhere that the token... So that's definitely possible. It happens quite often. People realize, wow, this token price is extremely low. It's undervalued. Let me put a little bit of money in and see what happens. And the thing about it is that because the circulating supply is relatively good, some would call it a low circulating supply, 55 million. It doesn't take a lot of money to push the needle. Obviously, it takes a lot of money for regular investors like ourselves, but for big investors such as whales, it doesn't take them a lot to move the needle. So this price surge could have simply been triggered by another whale. They do it all the time. You see it happen all the time in Bitcoin, where the price just shoots up out of absolutely nowhere. And you're just wondering what the hell is going on. And you also see it in the opposite. Sometimes the prices fall off completely. And you're like, what just happened? It just happens out of nowhere. These things happen in the market because whales are interacting with the currency. Whales are either moving their money around, buying and selling, and it's creating a huge ripple effect. It's a domino effect. So once a whale starts to invest, everyone else starts to pick up on this activity because they're like, wow, the price is rising, we should invest as well. They FOMO in, fear of missing out. That happens all the time. It happens on a daily basis, it happens on a weekly basis, monthly basis, and yearly basis. This happens all the time because there's no big news coming out of Convex to convince me that it was a genuine price reaction to some news coming out of the ecosystem. The last news that came out of the ecosystem was in March the 4th, and it says, the contract for voted lock CVX, Convex Finance was recently made aware of a potential bug in the VL CVX reward system. This bug was responsible disclosed before anyone utilized it. So that's great. They found the bug, fixed it before anyone realized. No loss of funds occurred and users' deposits were not at risk. There were no instances of being used prior to the deployment of new VL CVX contracts. However, since Convex Finance contracts are immutable and non-upgradable, a new contract has been deployed. The new VL CVX contract has implemented a fix for this potential bug going forward. So that's great. Implementations and actions for your vote backers, for your vote lockers. It goes for information on that, but nothing to really shift the needle. This is what I mean. This information is more about the ecosystem, some updates, some bug fixes, absolutely nothing major. So this price reaction is absolutely out of nowhere. So you must be careful with it and don't FOMO in like everyone else. But once again, I can't offer you financial advice. It's just my personal opinion that most people are just FOMO in. So I've given you a little bit of information about this token so far, but on some more information, there are really only two people Convex is aimed at. That's the CRV holders. If you hold CRV token, Convex lets you stake them for CVX CRV. Convex lets you stake plus boost them. So that's a good example of who this crypto is targeting. Now it also says that it's a platform for the CRV token holders and Curve liquidity providers to earn additional interest rewards and Curve trading fees on their tokens. Put another way, Convex Finance offers boost Curve staking. How simplistic is that? It's quite simplistic. It's quite amazing. By the way, there's plenty more to learn about Convex token and Convex Finance in this article right here. So you can check it out for yourself and hopefully it can be helpful. But I just wanted to explain to you what the token is in a simplified version and give you a quick price analysis on what I think is going on in the ecosystem. But ultimately, if my long-term question is, do I think this token is realistically valued at around $15 US? No, realistically not. It's probably valued a lot more higher. It's probably valued around 28 or 27 cents because it was quite stable around that price in the months of February and January. And it wasn't extremely stable, it was fluctuating, but at least it stuck around that price for quite some time. If you draw that out right there, you see that it was around that price for quite some time. It wasn't necessarily consolidating, but it kind of was at the same time until that huge dip. So what this is kind of like a recovery, I guess you can say. But I also think it's due to some people FOMOing and due to some whale activities. But a recovery is good. The question is, if it holds this mark, if it keeps fluctuating, but not too much, but if it fluctuates just a little bit around this price, we know realistically that's exactly where it's supposed to be. Well, we got guarantees of whales activity in this crypto. But if it falls flat on its face and there's a huge fallback in price, then we know that there's a lot of FOMOs. And that's how you tell them apart. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you in my next crypto video.